This conference will now be recorded.
Oh, there's Lisa, slowly coming into focus.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello. All right. We're at 5:45. We have quorum. So I am going to officially call the meeting to order at the Monday, January 12th, Creative Economy Committee meeting at 5:45 p.m. We're ordering. The first one, public speak and upcoming events and announcements or updates. Kick it off.
It's winter, everybody's in a hole.
I know. That's essentially the biggest update right now. The winter feelings are real.
Oh, I do have one. Had a quick conversation with a member of the Energy and Sustainability Committee about the possibility of doing an Earth Day event this year. But there's no Conservation Commission administrator, so we're going to see what happens. It was a 5-minute conversation. So hopefully that event happens, but it'll be,
When is Earth Day?
enthusiastic.
April.
It's April 22nd, so we're looking at the Saturday afterwards,
Okay.
25th, as a potential date.
Okay.
Did any of the, I know that the BCC just gave out, like all the grants
Yeah,
for
I was
any of
gonna
them for Earth Day activities?
No,
Okay, thank you.
pretty sure not.
No, that would have had to have gotten started under Sarah, and she didn't start anything. Energy and Sustainability didn't start anything, so.
Maybe we have to invite them.
Energy and Sustainability was a grantee last year, and I know their funds were rolled over, so they are looking for programs to attend and promote themselves, or I don't know if they
I
can
know.
offer recycling services or composting services, but that's worth asking.
Cool.
Or another trash gallon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That would be
They
great.
could do the trash can.
Yeah.
I mean, the murals still look perfect. Every time I go by, I'm like, they look in tip-top shape still. Do we have to paint? I don't even know what month we're
Everything
on.
else is
Are you
pretty
seeing
down
down
there, but
Those murals still look good.
We'll arrange a meeting.
Okay. So another event that's coming up is Sugarfest in March, which is
Mm,
awarded
yes.
us a grant this year. Actually, they
What's
got
the
it.
date?
It's the 14th.
Oh, no.
March 14th. Oh, are you good?
That's when the summit, read the site.
Oh, that's on Saturday, but it's not all day. If Sugarfest goes all day, we'll have to see. Yeah.
What time is Sugar?
I don't know. It does go quite a long time. They've got the same band and everything. Yeah, that I feel like would be a competing.
I mean, the summit's only in the morning. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
10 to 12.
I can't remember what time he started last year.
Yeah, it's only 10 to 12, maybe it's fine. But I had suggested to him reaching out to the sustainability committee to see if they wanted to do some stuff.
At the Sugar Fest.
Yeah, I don't know how much more he's able to take on in terms of coordinating.
Well, they do have a bunch of new members, so
Oh,
there's some
cool.
new energy and perhaps willingness.
Yeah,
At least until people overcommit themselves
Yeah.
and burn out.
I guess I mean more for Nate. Like, I don't know how much more he's got capacity to
Yeah.
coordinate, but I think we should look into that one.
Oh, we should add him to our list.
Been to Sugar Fest. That sounds like fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun. It's a really cool day.
Is that your whole thing?
I can share that the BCC has awarded all grants this year, sent out notifications to everybody. We had 64 individual applications totaling $60,000 in requested funds. We only had 17,700 to grant out, and we spread that across 28 different programs.
That's amazing
yeah.
that you had that many applications this year.
And there were some that were asking for like much bigger chunks of money, but yeah, 64. I don't remember how many had to be denied right away. Like, there's a lot of exclusions, but still, it's good. The other thing BCC is doing is we're still moving ahead with 2 additional benches at Lake Wallace. Karen is ready to go. She's aware of the ADA compliance requirements now. And the rocks, the stones are in place already. So I think it's going to be much smoother. And I'm trying to keep the stakeholder group like nice and tight because last year was a little unwieldy with now that Lake Wallace is governed by rec.
Yeah.
And we have Whitney as our liaison. I'm thinking it's like that small group to move it all forward.
Do you have to coordinate placement? You're in touch with.
The rocks are there.
Yeah.
I understand. Do you know what I'm saying? There was like a whole question about like whether who approved where the sculptures were gonna go. I don't want it. Maybe I should just stop talking.
I don't know.
I
Was there
worked,
coordination
yeah,
with like DPW?
Kieran and I like worked that out, and that was
Okay.
prior to the rec taking it over. And they're within the bump outs that are
Okay.
already there 4 benches.
Okay.
So,
Some questions come back. I want to be able to have the answers.
Yeah, I mean, it was really hard last year because there's so many different stakeholders that everyone's like, I don't own this idea, so yeah.
Yeah.
Has it gone any further with the possible Eagle Scout project?
I've not been in touch with Ryan.
I just saw it yesterday and that.
Yeah. Send a message, in the doldrums of winter. That's a good time to start planning things.
And then the last thing we're doing is starting to plan food truck Fridays.
Nice.
So like confirming the common and the signboard, and we have to negotiate some dates with St. Francis because there's a little bit of a overlap this year with the timing.
Oh, yeah.
The 3rd Friday and the 4th Saturday are actually right next to each other this year, just because of where the month begins.
Oh,
So
for the tag sale?
yeah, the tag
Okay.
sale's the 4th
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah.
Oh,
So
man, okay.
we'll have to
Yeah.
spread that out somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't mess with that tag
No,
sale.
that's a big deal.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the 22nd. It's the same. I already have it on.
Yeah,
my thing.
3rd Friday.
I already have it on my.
You have the tag sale?
Nice.
Food truck Friday.
I love that you've got the tag sale in.
It's not on my calendar. It's on a different shared
Nice.
calendar.
But it's a big deal.
It is, no, and they start setting that up like 2 or 3 days before.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think we just have to negotiate which actual day, because all of BCC's marketing materials say it's the 3rd Friday.
Yeah,
and
that's
every-
hard.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
to change the date is,
Hard to do.
messes things up.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Nice. Any other upcoming events that aren't on the agenda or public speak?
The only thing is I've become aware of an effort to bring back the fireworks. The Thursday before the fair, John Ritter is heading up that initiative, and he's going to try to rope everyone and their mother into that. Just FYI.
Where would, so I've been in town for
Yes.
19 years.
Yeah, I don't
and I've
remember
never seen
ever
it.
having fireworks.
We have had them within
A long
19
time ago,
Yeah.
Well, we
right?
have had them
Yeah.
within 19 years.
Yeah.
They're down at Chestnut Hill.
Yes.
Okay.
So he wants to do them down Chestnut Hill.
That's where
He
they
wants-
were,
He
yeah.
says it costs 20 grand. He's already got sponsors lined up. Not maybe for the full 20K, but he's working on it. He's got a whole, I'm like, great, sounds awesome.
Well, a lot of that came from the Friends of the Fair.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. They've been asking the BCC and, they've been asking us, the proverbial us for a while to bring back the fireworks.
And you said he wants to do it the Friday of the fair?
Thursday.
Thursday before, so I was like, yeah, that would be.
Thursday
okay.
before the fair. And he's been working with the fire department, and so he's like well on his way to making this
Fire
happen.
department loves fireworks.
Yeah, so I'm just like, all right, I
Right.
can quit the select board now. Thank
Yeah.
you
Done.
very much.
He's
I don't
doing
have
it.
to do
Fireworks
it
are done.
anymore.
That's great.
So that would be the 17th of September?
No, the next
No,
is the 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd.
It's
One
late. Yeah,
It's later.
the fair is
everything's
later.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday.
So 24th.
Even the Super
That's
Bowl is
very
until
nice.
February 8th.
Yeah,
I'm
fair
so
weekend
used
is
to
the
it being the weekend of
25th,
my birthday.
26th, 27th.
Wow, that
Right.
seems late.
It's very late.
And then it winds up being that the first Saturday in October is the very next weekend, so if we
Is
did
that
the
like
Fall
Wallace?
Fest
Oh, yeah,
that
that'll be
day,
one
it would
right
be
after.
Right
the
after.
very next weekend, which we didn't take into consideration when
Yeah.
we said, oh, first
Yeah.
Saturday.
I mean,
Everybody will be just,
Completely
They'll ha-
different. event.
they'll have
It's
their
It's different
leftovers that
crowds,
they can
different-
bring.
Exactly, totally different.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why we need this community calendar.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, every year is gonna be a little bit, there's always going to be something.
Which is good.
Yeah, you shake it up.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
offer options, choices.
Yeah.
I avoid the fair like the plague.
There's amazing.
I was in charge of that exhibit hall for so many years. My kids are all grown. I don't care, and I don't want to get hit in the head by another piece of candy.
All right. Okay, other than fireworks and food trucks and any other upcoming events or anything for tonight? I know we're in the middle of winter. Okay. Approval of November meeting minutes. So if anyone abstained or anything, so if someone can make a motion, please.
Make a motion that the minutes from the November meeting be accepted as written.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Cindy, a second.
Oh, I wasn't here.
Yeah, that's okay, so I'll say any opposed, any abstained.
Me.
Okay. I was gonna say if you, there'd be one. All right, perfect. November meeting minutes passed, and we're up to date on posting meeting minutes, so I'll get that out. I've remembered to send them every time so far, so yay.
Yay.
They are in a new format too, which Cindy has, and I shifted the last ones to make sure they fit the right format. The discussion and action items. First one, the annual report that we went through, I did send it in. So it's sent in, it's very plain because they don't want anything. They sent out that no bullets, nothing. So Kate will review it. Kate Nader will review it right now. And then if there's any changes or updates I need to do, I'll just keep everybody in the loop that we've done some updates. But Lisa, I'm sure will show when she does, or talk about when she does her update, but did some really great graphics she's working on that. Once Kate approves it, we can then move forward with posting for a more flashy kind of, here's what CEC did. Next one was the defining farm stands and artisans shed. I just put that up there because I know, I'm not sure if you were able to check in to see if we have to do any. Doug just sent,
Yeah, I saw
notes.
Doug's thing. I did check with him. I do have something to report on that.
Okay, beautiful.
Because I did go and meet. And what Doug said is send me a memo. We got the grant, so send me a memo and I'll send your recommendation on to whoever gets the contract,
Yeah.
to do the things. I do have a personal opinion on that, an entirely personal, throwing out here to all of you. I think that our responsibility is to our appointing authority, like the selectmen appointed us and created us. I'm even wondering how somebody would take it that comes from a committee without going through the selectmen saying, yeah, we want this to be a part of the thing. So the selectmen created us. I think we should send the memo to the select board and let them pass it on to the planning board. But I don't care what comes out of the group. It's just a personal opinion.
We have a select board member here. Do you think there needs to be a layer?
I think it would be appropriate, just so everyone's like.
So we send it through, say this is a definition the creative economy has created, recommended, this will be,
And the
we
reasons
would like
why.
to request this
Yeah.
be passed on. Do you think we need to actually do a presentation or anything, or go and talk
No,
about
it
it?
can be a
If they want us to.
discussion.
Just a
Yeah.
discussion.
And
So
if they
if
need me to
okay.
field it, I can
All right.
field it.
And if they want a presentation, then we can give them one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and we can talk about how we came to it, the many times, we have lots of discussion items we can go
Yeah, because
through.
that
Yeah, that makes
wasn't
sense.
even necessarily a discussion with the planning
Yeah.
board, so.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so we can send to the select board. Do you want to work on that with me? We can make an email together?
Yeah,
Okay,
fine.
so we'll send, okay.
And then Doug noted that the phrasing in there
For the
was instead of Belchertown Historical Trails Program, is Belchertown Heritage Trails Network.
Which I can update.
Yeah.
You're now talking about the annual report.
Yes, it was another note in Doug's
Yeah.
email.
Yes,
I'll
Well,
just,
that was about the,
yes.
yeah, I'll email Kate with that, just that wording, but okay. So you and I we'll make an email then to send to the select board with the definition to then say, we recommend this to be sent to the planning board and included in the zoning bylaw update. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's easy enough. All right. So that's 2 big items that we went through and we've gone through. That's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
If Lisa is ready, if Lisa's there, you are up next with the cultural district manager update. With the puppies.
She keeps popping in and out, like I'm looking out the window.
No, I had someone leaving for soccer, so I didn't want my teen on camera. And yeah, and Maisie's joining us as well. She'll abstain from any voting though. So like Sarah mentioned with the annual end of year report, I don't know if can I share my screen? I think I can. I can show you guys what I worked on.
She's an organizer.
Yeah, you can.
Yep. Can you see it?
Yes.
Is it up? Okay. So from the last time I showed you guys, what?
Let me see if I can zoom it in. I can zoom
There
it
we
in.
go.
Yeah.
or we could push the
Okay.
one out.
All right.
There's a little bit of a delay, so I apologize if it's weird. So this is the front page, and I basically just went off of what was on the report that Sarah sent in. And I added what I ended up doing. I changed it up completely from the last time I showed you guys, and just added photos that I felt kind of represented what was happening on each of the slides. So we got Trash Gala, Fall Fest, Sculpture, Viewfinder. I need to find another picture for here, maybe. I don't know if we have or can find maybe the map of oh no, that's not this one. What are the kiosks? My God,
Yeah.
my words are not coming. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, that is going down at Lake Wallace.
Yeah.
For there, if anybody has an image of that and wants to send it to me, that would be great. Some economic development here, chamber events, the art and public space activation that Maud made, our UMass meeting, a monthly post asking for people to please send me information. And then advocacy and community engagement, our input post, radically rural, and the making it public article that Maud published. And then the last 2, I need more images too. So if anybody has anything that you can think of to add to this last one, that would be great.
What I'm having trouble seeing what.
Yeah, that one's part of
Looking ahead.
We're all squinting
It's
at
what's
that one.
happening in
Looking ahead.
2026.
Yeah, this is looking ahead.
We have a picture of the
Oh, so now you
pavilion.
want to change the historic trails program.
Yeah, we'll change that.
Oh, we'll change that. Yeah. So basically how this is going to work on my end is once Sarah gets approval from Kate, I'm just going to go back into the document and make sure everything matches up. This is just based off of what she had already turned in. And then this last one too. So I'm sharing this one so everyone can see what will go out to the public, but also because I could use some help finding images.
Okay.
So if anybody has anything, that would be
Then-
great. What, was someone gonna say something?
Trying to go out and take any photos you
Yeah.
want taken, I mean, we could do that if you wanted, but yeah, as far as create, graphic images of these things created, I'm like,
I missed
I'm
the
sure you
first
can put
part.
something together FIFA-ish.
I feel like it makes sense to not have photos of something that hasn't happened yet, so if we
Well,
just
if it
had
happened in the
some,
past.
well, for the last one, I guess. The
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
one that it feels the most blank. Just do something more abstract.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's true.
I think that, well, I don't know, I think that a photo gets more attention than a graphic.
We could take pictures of like the pavilion or go out and
The
find a picture of the
kiosk.
trails that, the heritage trails or,
Or
yeah.
go to the Radically Rural poster and
Yeah.
take some of the.
I think, well, we could, yeah, I think we could come up with a few pictures to
Well, the
send you.
radically rural, you could even do the
Um,
quilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the quilt. The quilt
Yeah.
from Radically
So-
Rural.
I think that's on a
So
different.
like for this one, the first looking ahead, because there was a lot to look ahead to in 2026, we had a long list. This is the save the date for the Fall Fest for
Yeah.
next year. So that feels relevant. The Pocket Park was something that we talked about trying to do some form of activation. So if we could, I thought I had a picture of the Pocket Park, but I don't.
I
So
have one.
Okay.
I know I have one I have a good one at the pavilion too.
Okay. Yeah. And then I think Molly makes a good point with this last one where it's just kind of like if there was a save the dates for the viewfinder program for next year, that would be relevant. But some of the other stuff is a bit more at the Creative Economy Summit, I could put that graphic on there too, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, and I need to change that name too.
What I wanted to say was, I think it might be appropriate for you to take this presentation to the select board.
Yeah, just to do a recap after. Yeah.
That's this picture of the pocket park.
Nice. Okay, so. Yeah, so once we get everything done, we could send an annual hello to the
Well, I
select
mean, like
board,
if you're gonna do like
Yeah.
the zoning, you could do this at
Yeah.
the same time, say we'd like to be put on the agenda, we're gonna do these two things and just get it done with.
I think it would
And they
be,
can decide what they want
Fell
to do.
swoop.
yeah, and I think it would be appropriate even, we could do little updates, because that, if we aim for sometime in February, that'll be after the first summit kind of
Yeah,
input and
we
little.
wanna
things.
keep this activity on the radar.
Yeah,
So that's that piece of what's been going on. And then I get the other piece, really big piece, has been the summit, but I'm gonna put a pause on that for just one second. So one of my personal goals for the last, I guess it's 6-ish months of my contract is going to be to try to do like monthly highlights of the larger events that are happening in the community. And I'm inspired by a post that I saw on Instagram from another municipality and what they do to highlight their events in their community. But part of that is, I feel like a broken record, making sure that I'm getting the information about what's happening in the community. So this is me asking everyone again to please make sure that if you hear of an event, if you're hosting an event, if you're helping to sponsor an event, that you use the submission link to make sure that information is getting through the proper channels. Because all of this ties into the bigger picture for the community and what we are trying to do. But if we're not getting the information, then we can't put it out there for the community. So this is me just asking you, for your help to make sure that that is happening.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yes.
Right there? Can you, reply to the email that we got with the agendas and stuff with the link? And
Absolutely.
just so that we'll be able to forward that. And another quick question, Jill and I both gone to that candlelight thing in Amherst,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I noticed that the church is having another one.
Oh, that's not on there.
Yeah.
It's on the company's Facebook page and website, because they're gonna do a Coldplay one here at the church.
Oh.
So did the communication issue through the town email and Sally Shattuck get resolved?
No.
Yeah, she has that problem throughout town. She told me that
That's
even
wild.
like teachers and stuff, if they're going off their Belchertown ward, she can't get it. She's a retired teacher in town. And it's just a charter email address, so somebody must have spammed it, or maybe the IP address up there is screwed up somehow.
Yeah.
IP addresses change constantly, so.
I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, so like that's another example. Like, yes, this event is happening. It's a beautiful event in the community, and I think the last one they had sold out pretty quickly.
Very quickly. But if
But like,
she,
so whomever
that
organizes
form.
it should fill out that form and submit it, and then, it can be posted through the different channels.
It is, Sally, and another thing I noticed that they did post is they're having another one of those murder mystery things, something to do with cupcakes or cookies or something, whatever it is. But it's at Wyckoff Country Club. It's not, like, they've been doing it at Villa Rose.
Yeah.
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 So it is for BUCC, but it's out of town. So that's one of those
It's a gray
things.
area. Yeah, that's kind of a gray area. That would be something that we'd probably have to discuss.
Yeah,
Just
but
see where it
definitely the
gets posted.
candlelight thing,
Oh yeah, it's being hosted in town.
yeah.
There's one on
For sure.
February 20.
What?
There's one on February 28th. I saw a post about it today.
Yeah. Yeah, so that would be, I will definitely send the link.
And I'll just send the link to Sally and have her fill out things, so then you don't have to worry about emails, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get the info. Yes, that would be great, because I can't email her.
Right.
Yeah, I can't get in
She's the
touch with
organizer
her.
for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely give her my cell phone number, and if that's better for her, we could communicate
Well,
that way.
send it
But
to me, if you send it to me if you want me to give it to her, and I will, because
Yeah.
they're gonna start collecting for old bags.
right,
Old
well, yeah,
bags.
the bag sale. So
I have.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Cheryl, I'll connect with you, and then we can figure that out. But thank you for bringing that up again. And then the other big thing is the summit. So I don't know if Jen, you want to lead this
I
one?
can
And
talk
I'll-
about the summit.
you want to talk about the summit?
I'm just curious. Have you heard any more movement? I don't know if you guys talked about. Sarah said you might have talked about it last time about the cultural district guidelines and the pushback that the MCC got on the cultural district.
I haven't heard
guidelines.
anything. I haven't seen anything either, and I know well, Michael Bobbitt left, and then when they put in, what's his name, David Slate. Oh my God, Slattery as the
Some
ED.
other guy.
They just
Some other guy.
today.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard or seen anything.
Yeah.
About
The last thing I saw was that they were going to try to mid-January follow up with folks. But it was good that Maud gave us the heads up back in December. Anyways.
Yeah, I think we went over, if I'm remembering right, we went over it last meeting, just updating that it's FY27 is really essentially the next time you can even consider going for it, and they're requesting towns now to have more of a stake in it.
Right.
I think it was having a paid employee on staff
That was
now,
one
or
of
it was
the
a match.
guidelines.
That
It was
one of
a
the matches.
match.
You have to provide a match in different forms, essentially, to the cultural district. And Maud, because Maud works for the town of Cummington, is part of a lot of different groups now, working with them to say, hey, that would completely null and void a lot of cultural districts in the area. So
In Western Mass.
in Western Mass.
Yeah.
Western Mass, yeah. And Berkshire's further, deep Western Mass, I would highly affect our area and over.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'm curious to see what's gonna happen
Yeah.
with that, and then if things, what is our, I mean, I guess it's just a question more so, like, what is our strategy moving forward?
Yeah, and I think we went through, because when we went through we talked about it during kind of looking at our annual report last meeting of what does happen. And it's really, well, we keep doing what we're doing right now. And that seemed to be the consensus. I mean.
No, I mean, like, I just don't know if there's like logistical things, like, if we need to go to town meeting.
Oh,
or-
if we're
yeah,
going to apply?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we haven't brought that up yet,
Yeah.
because there is no
action
true
item, yeah.
action item yet for us to even
I'm just
consider.
curious.
Yeah, yeah.
Summit. So we're planning this summit. We've had a couple of meetings. We had a meeting and we're having more meetings with Mass Creative, who wants to assist us with this endeavor. So basically what we've mapped out is to have, my back is here, I apologize. A two parts to this project, which is the first piece of it is to have a meeting on January 29th, which is like a pre-summit conversation that we're going to invite committees and departments that are relevant to this conversation to come and speak with all of us together for about an hour, hour and a half about like who they are, what they're doing, what big projects they're working on, to help identify, first of all, to highlight what they're doing, but also to find synergies and find gaps and opportunities. And then the outcome from that meeting will be the planning for the summit, which we've identified March 14th from 10 to 12, which Shattuck Sugar House doesn't usually start till noon, so that should work out. So the purpose of that meeting is to sort of then to the public. So the first part is sort of like an internal conversation with our internal folks. And then the second piece of it is like more like open to the public. We're going to invite specific folks that we think have expressed interest in the past in this type of activity, or like, you know, want to get involved and don't know how and historically haven't figured out a way to like hook into this kind of work. So it'll be like a presentation of all of the work, all of the consolidation of information from the first meeting, which is like a slide presentation, like, you know, the BCC does this, they meet on these days, they have this many seats, they have this many open seats, these are the major projects that they're working on, kind of conversation. And then we're going to have some breakout sessions so that folks can go and I think hopefully we'll identify on the 29th, like, you know, a list of like 5 or 6 different projects that we want to bring to the roundtable conversation so that folks can go to like, you know, I'm interested in Food Truck Friday planning, or I'm interested in like Wallace Fall Festival, or like whatever we identify as those major priorities. And then folks can sort of like work on it in a small group setting. And the hope is that we'll get their wheels turning and then they'll want to like join or volunteer or do other things. Does that make sense? I think I've said it now enough. We've refined the messaging.
You really got your messaging down.
So, I knew this was a test. Yeah, so I mean, it's like, you know, we've been attending the Radically Rural in New Hampshire, and I want to bring it back to this our community. That's sort of the idea, is to take those concepts and bring them down and distill them into the smaller level. Like,
I was thinking more after, because we had a brief meeting today that I hopped on. And Radically Rural had a really cool one where you walked in, you went into a room. This was when Charlotte was actually at.
Yeah.
You go into a room and they had different boards on the wall that said like, my town is good at, and then it had categories of like voting, voter call, volunteerism, like just kind of different things you find in small towns. And you made your own list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of where you prioritized or what you thought was the best least, and then that's how you grouped up together in a sense. So we could almost use something like that, but shift it to those priority projects.
Yeah.
What would your highest level of involvement kind of?
Yeah.
Maybe we could shift something.
Yeah.
To kind of get those groups up and moving and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we basically can do it. If anybody has any alternative ideas, like we're totally open to. This is just like I wanted a knee jerk to like, we've now gone twice to Radically Rural. We haven't really brought anything back to the community except for the fact that we had that amazing opportunity this summer that like we were like, this was great. Like let's do something with it more. So
Is the goal mostly to like give new volunteers a sense of what's happening and capture them and get them assigned to something?
That's a
And
big
then
part
the
of it.
committee would be responsible for like keeping them and activating them.
yeah, I mean, it's also, it's like, like your report is so like this committee structure was like supposed to be this umbrella structure for all to touch on some of the things so that we can all bring it in-house and be like, who's doing what on what. Like even today, like Sugarfest, like we forgot that was the date, so like it's how do we make a year go by synergistically and that we're not competing with each other and that we can, how do we make the community run smoother so volunteers get less burnt out and,
Well, and I think it's also kind of an education campaign at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, because people are like, oh, what is my town doing? And people really don't have any idea of all of the different things that are going on.
Right.
And so promoting the really positive stuff when it's so easy to focus on the negative,
right.
I think promoting the positive is really important. And that's what gets volunteers to
Yeah.
think about, people to think about volunteers.
There's so many projects that like you don't have to join the committee and commit to every.
Exactly. You don't have
just
to.
do stuff. There's so
Right.
much, and it's hard to
I think it would
capture
also
those
help.
people.
Yeah.
Winter Light Night's a good example of
Exactly.
that. Winter Light Night's a great example of an event every year that you're not on the actual BCC, but you go in and join. And Fair has a committee, but there's all these volunteers that come to help just for those days.
Yeah, Food Truck Friday could be similar.
It could be similar, yeah.
Well, here's one thing I learned ages ago. One thing even in association, football association, everything, I said, when you ask people to volunteer,
Right.
they take one step back, even though it's one step, they're no way. And because it's like, oh my God, I've been giving my firstborn and, 3 nights a week. But when you ask somebody or publicize a very specific task, then they can look at what they want and they usually step forward. I didn't get a single no, when I reached out and said, hey, can you handle the concession stand? That'll be it, like your whole thing, form your own committee, do what you want. Or, the first few years when I started the old bags sale. That was so much fun picking that name. I mean, because everybody referred to all the women at the time as the old bags. It was kind of a joke in town. The blue-haired ladies, the old bags down at the Stone House. So I said, let's capitalize on the old bags. But it was like, can I store 2 boxes of bags at your house? Because they had taken over my house. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like-
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like our group's gonna have to get more clear on like, if you want to join Food Truck Friday, what specifically does that mean? Because right now we don't know what a volunteer
Yeah.
looks like.
Right.
It's hard to do.
But when you put the tasks, I think they're a little bit easier to fill than just volunteer.
So we'll have that ready obviously for like 14th, but on the 29th, can we just talk about that? Or do we need to be ready with, because we already met.
I'm gonna- Lisa,
Staring at Lisa.
I know, I'm looking at Lisa. But she doesn't know that I'm looking at her.
Oh, I can tell you're looking at me.
I'm all staring at you, Lisa.
The audio is terrible, so I
Oh,
didn't
is it?
really understand the question.
Oh.
So
that's
Molly
good
is
to know.
asking, when do they need to have information ready for? Obviously for the 14th, but do they need it ready for the 29th? So the invitation that Lisa and Kate are putting together to send out to the committees should have that information.
Okay.
And then,
So
right?
so there'll be an email invite going out, hopefully by the end of the week, to all of the committee contact information. So committees, groups like Friends of Lake Wallace, we have a whole list. That will go out, and there is information about what the 29th is. We have a rough agenda at this point about points of topics of conversation that we're planning on having during that session. It's from 6 to 7:30 on the 29th, just so you're aware, you can write that down. And then there, part of this too is that each person who attends the 29th is going to find out about the submission form that you're going to do, where we're asking groups and committees to really fill out basic information. What's their group committee name? What's your committee structure? What are your priority projects, and submitting maybe 2 or 3 pictures if you have them. And then Kate is developing a slide template, and she'll be inputting all of the information that she receives into those slides. You will get a final copy to make sure everything is correct. And then what we'll be doing with that information on the 14th is doing a slide presentation for anybody who comes. So that's how I don't know if that answers your question.
No, but
That information will have to be back to us by February 20th.
There you go.
That's
There's your
a
answer.
decent amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay. So like on the 29th, like if you say that our highest priority project is Food Truck Friday, I would like for that to be considered to be one of the table breakout sessions, then you would need to put together the work of like what.
We'll have to decide as a committee, what do we care about?
Right.
But also keep in mind that like that information isn't being asked of you in the invite that's coming out. Like those will be points of conversation that we're having during the meeting on the 29th. So like you don't have to come on the 29th knowing what your priority is.
All right.
This
Where's
is more
the
of like
meeting?
an open conversation, brainstorming. What do you need support with? What?
You have to confirm that. She's asking where it will be, and I'm
Yeah,
saying.
this is why I left the
Auditorium.
hopefully the invite will be out by the end of the week because we have to confirm.
We have to confirm that
Location.
it's available. We have to confirm that it's actually available.
So, did that answer your question?
Yeah, very helpful. Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks, Lisa.
no problem.
That's it on the summit. Anybody have any other additional questions, concerns, ideas, things they want to contribute?
Just to clarify, everyone on the committees will get the invitation, or just the chairs of committees will get the invitation?
Whoever the contact person is that the town has.
So just
Share, that's actually something we should probably make sure is in that invitation to forward to relevant individuals.
Forward to
Yeah, your committee.
forward to your
Because we
committees.
did talk I asked the question today of, we need to ask Terry of, do we need to post this in any way in case quorum ends up happening there? Because if 5 of us attend, we're technically a quorum there.
Right.
And this is discussing town events, town things. So is there a way we can do this
Can
to
you
post it?
like joint
An
post
all-town
for
meeting
like
or
all
something
the
like.
different meetings? I mean, like
All-town
when we do the
meetings
tri-board
tonight,
meetings,
yeah.
when we do the tri-board meetings,
All towns, yeah.
but when we do the tri-board meetings, it's the select board, the finance committee, and the select and the school committee
We
each
won't.
post a separate agenda,
I know.
which is big. It's just like a basic agenda.
Yeah.
So
I mean, so then would we be asking every committee invited then though?
That'll be up to them, if
No,
they send 2
yeah,
representatives, they don't have to, but.
Because this is one of those ones, like, I know Luis will be representing multiple. I'll be not representing, but I'm on this, but would go for different reasons. Like, you might go for different reasons. You might same as you're on different, that's what I'm meaning is like,
so yeah.
you're on like 10 different, you're on. Everyone is on a different, But that's where it's a question of like,
Yeah, we need
we're gonna end up with a quorum in some form, so where's the line on that? But
Well, it gets into that absurdity of
Yeah.
like every single committee has quorum and everybody's gonna have to like, what? Everybody's gonna have to be taking minutes.
yeah,
Oh, minutes,
so that's kind of what you have to ask, because if not, then we'll have to have conversations to know, like, I think as long as we're not talking official committee business, But it'll just, we'll have to be careful, yeah.
What's the name of the summit? I mean,
The summit.
the summit.
No, it's not called the summit.
Radically
No,
rural planning?
that's too vague. It's called the
Like a-
Belchertown Community Summit.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's what I
I was
thought.
waiting to say that. It is not called the
The
summit.
Belchertown Community Summit.
Oh, Jennifer.
I made her take creative out.
Yeah.
And she wanted a prettier name. And Mel wanted alliteration. And I said, no, we just need Belchertown Community Summit. Like, that's
Anna?
it.
Yeah.
Although my daughter was like, are you gonna be on the top of a mountain? I'm like, no.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't." She's like, what is a summit? I'm like, this
Forum.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is.
Well,
Yeah.
just like another piece to that is, at more than one EDIC meeting, they, mentioned the, willingness to allow events on their property.
Mhm.
So how did you guys did an art thing there.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was not bad at all to get that to happen. It's a beautiful place
Hardest
to
thing was
hold
the
events.
electrical.
Yeah,
And that's still gonna be hard,
Yeah.
unless, we
Yeah.
do it like they do
The
at the
biggest
fair and
question
get
was
somebody to
always
drop a box from a pole.
liability is always the biggest question that comes up, but it's very easy to get event day liability, even for groups that don't have insurance. I forget how we did it, yeah.
We have liability.
We have no-
Yeah,
so-
you have left, but that was always the biggest question. You have to do a
There.
ride or
That's kinda
all
why
those
I'm saying.
things, yeah. Yeah. But, no, and EDIC properties would be great properties to keep holding events on.
Yeah.
That whole little common there is beautiful and, yeah,
You say anything?
yeah. Parking is always the biggest, but there's plenty of parking at the senior center and all along those fields, yeah.
Yes, especially what time, I'm assuming most events aren't gonna be when the senior center is in operation.
Yeah, so. Correct. I know one thing that I had brought up at our meeting was trying to get the group you're working with to maybe do a pre or something workshop style for the committees to see if there's any opportunity for that.
Yeah.
To give volunteers like a little bit of a professional development in our volunteer groups or,
Grant opportunities.
something.
And, yeah.
well, that was something with Radically Rural that was really great. It was just kind of showing you the togetherness and piecing together your committees as well as pulling in volunteers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool. We all just hummed in a room for like a good 5 minutes and it was really cool. We could
You
totally
wanna
do
hum?
that.
You can lead a hum.
It was really cool, just
Okay.
saying.
That's what we could use Brent for.
We could, Brent could come do
Except
like,
his babies.
What babies do is like, yeah. right.
yeah, it's like right then.
Yeah, right then.
Okay. Cool. I'll make sure as your committee chair, I'll forward when we get the official invitation, I'll make sure I forward it to everybody. So,
And we have to be sure to reply
yes,
whether or
to
not
let
we're
me know
attending
so
so
I
that
know
they'll
if we
know
have
whether or
a
not they
quorum
have to
there or
post.
not. So we'll probably, we'll have to ask Terry that, for sure. So we don't get caught with any open meeting laws.
And then the January 29th is our thing that we're,
So
or,
it's, I know, it's,
okay,
yeah.
but if, and if 5 of us show
We're
up.
part of it. It's.
We're
Oh,
a
okay,
part of
okay,
it,
okay,
yeah, we're a
okay.
part of it, yeah.
It's my birthday.
It's
Uh,
right.
Oh, we're very close. Our birthdays are very close.
Little electric candles.
Okay.
It's. my
So I have to
husband-
put
my
that
husband's
on.
grandmother's birthday, his mother's birthday,
Cheryl's
my
birthday.
birthday. and my
Cheryl's
daughter's
birthday.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
Four generations.
My birthday's
Wow.
on Thursday.
That's amazing.
My mother's birthday.
That's pretty amazing.
When we were young, it was a real budget hitter.
Are there any other kind of comments on summit planning, anything? Hopefully people can make the 29th and we'll just post if we're going to have quorums. I know that everybody in the room is probably like most people are going to be interested in being part of this. So we'll just make sure we follow posting laws that we need to. All right, I put on here for our next projects and continued goals. That's always going to be on our agenda now, just kind of shifting which one. We have a request to have highlight viewfinder this week. Say Louis and Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy and I, well, I instigated, Cindy and I got together and just talked about, okay, how'd this go last year and how would we want it to go this year? And so there's just, we've just started the very beginning, planning, not even planning, just like, oh, yes, let's do it. Kind of resolutions. But I do have to have a conversation with Kyle, because we do want to use about $1,000 of the money that was raised from the Lake Wallace Fall Fest to fund the viewfinder program. There's no grant funding this year, so that'd be where it is. So, most of the people who ran the workshops last year offered to run them once again with, and we're okay not getting stipends. The only one I couldn't get in touch with it was Linda Rapowski. Oh, that's her name. Yeah, I got Ed, I asked Ed Camo.
Yeah, she's very popular with her macro.
Right, but the iPhone photography, amazing, what she does, but I don't know. I bombed on two email addresses. We got kicked back.
Do you need additional instructors to reach out to?
I mean,
Maybe.
it wouldn't hurt. I mean, we've got two instructors who are very technically competent and really excited about what they're doing. It's Mark and Ed. And Lauren, your name came up. Did you run a photography workshop?
No, I did not. I just said my daughter was sure interested, and I heard you were doing it. I said, "How can I help?" And that's it. I'm not going to be
Okay.
technical background in that space.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we haven't gotten far enough to know what sort of tasks to give anybody yet, but
Okay.
having a few more at different times with different audiences. We had a tough time getting teens and kids to participate, so trying to get it, get the right pathways to get the word out.
I think it might help to have someone like, I'm thinking like maybe a studying college student or somebody closer to their level to possibly get them to participate.
I wonder if,
Or even a high school
teacher.
senior or something, or one of the art teachers. Or
art teachers periodically have student teachers who come through.
yeah,
So
maybe somebody that they're connected with and they know their name already.
I mean, last year we had a high school student help with one of the workshops and that did not
And it
help
didn't?
at all.
Never mind.
Not to say that it
Yeah, no,
couldn't,
no,
it's,
Yeah.
Good check with UMass, like they're really interested in
Oh, there you go,
supporting the
Lise.
community.
yeah.
There's a reason to reach back out to
UMass.
UMass.
Yeah, somebody from the art extension.
Photographers.
I like how Lisa's smiling like,
She's
yes,
like,
I
I can't
heard
hear
like
you.
a minute of that.
There's an art.
There's a UMass
Yeah.
women networking thing coming up.
Oh, really?
And I'm just gonna throw this out here, honestly, I don't know the answer to the question, but, because first I was thinking HCC's photography program and students at the college level there, many of them probably live here. But does Pathfinder have a program
You might.
with them? It seems like that would be a nice
About
marriage,
photography, yeah.
Yeah.
with them coming in,
So
right?
I was thinking about getting kids involved, and a way to get kids involved is to I don't like to give my kids my phone, right? So if you have a camera
Mhm.
that they can use.
Yeah,
they
we
can-
them, they have,
Yeah.
Check out.
Yeah.
can check it out.
but it's almost like, I gotta tell you honestly, to get teens involved, it should be all about taking pictures with your cell phone.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's like a takeaway that you can start using right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Which they had, one of the workshop
One of the
was a
sessions
really
were
cool, 'cause
cell
I think
phone.
you
Yeah.
attended one of those,
I
right?
did,
Yeah.
She had like a device that you attach, which would
Yep.
have been cool to actually have to do.
Yeah.
The macro,
but
yeah,
you can
macro
still,
ones,
she
yeah.
was,
Mhm.
you can still do
Which
it.
is cool. Did we have dates yet? No,
I
okay.
did not have dates, but with a rough idea of submission by the end of May, anyway,
Okay.
like keeping the same date. Did we have May 31st as the last date last year? I think we did. So we'll just say that the contest, submissions for the contest closes on May 31st.
We have July booked for the
Right.
exhibit again this year.
Okay.
All right, so that timing worked.
If you want me to reach out to UMass to look for students, I'd be more than happy to. I would just ask that I have as many details as possible to pass along to them so they could pass along to the different departments that might be interested. There was also a recent post on the Polite Forum about a high school senior who has been taking photos of the athletic games. And it sounds like
Okay, she could have. I don't know where you went.
Oh, yeah, your volume. You're not muted, but.
Yeah.
Wow, something
Oh.
happened. Yeah,
Waiting for
the whole thing
Yeah,
shifted
well,
around.
Briefly,
all right. So
Is there somebody else
that's
coming
something
in?
to look into as well.
Who is CRTC?
it's not R2D2, so.
Says waiting, so they're not in.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you hear
Okay.
anything I said?
No, not fully. No.
No, there was somebody trying to check into the meeting.
I think it was her.
And now they're gone.
I think her microphone
Yeah.
shifted, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Go-To was trying to do that to me today. It was trying to shift it to my phone
Mhm.
from my computer. It was really weird.
So,
Yeah, I'll work out the details and then, let you know.
Just keep me in the loop and then I can always reach out to UMass, but also keep me posted if you guys need help with any marketing materials.
mhm. What other support kind of as a committee as a whole though, for we want to focus on for next meeting and everything? Just kind of asks, I know. So you're kind of figuring out funding.
Right.
You might need another instructor or two. Okay.
That wouldn't hurt. And we had a small group of judges last time. It was you, me, and Mark, or was it you, me, and Mark?
Okay.
Okay, but it's the same crew again doing the judging, but if somebody else wanted to step in and be the judge, I'd be happy to do more of the coordinating stuff, like setting up a calendar.
The
But,
reception was nice.
yeah, the reception was very nice, so we'll want to do that again. I suppose getting the word out, like finding the right conduits to get the messages out. We had 5 kids and 1 teenager, even though we had set up a separate category for
Look at from
teenagers.
last year.
We had
and
a single
everything.
teen, so we couldn't give that 1 teenager
So
all the
maybe
prizes.
going through the library to do that, I'm just thinking we'd be really good at getting people.
I mean, we did last
Yeah, I
time.
remember,
Yeah,
it all
yeah,
went through, all
yeah.
right.
What about kicking it up a bit?
Yeah.
Like, so the Pioneer Valley Photography Club, I think they have a social
Yeah.
media page.
Well, and the Quad and Photo Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are older.
It's,
Right.
so
Who's
yeah,
the younger
They've
yeah,
got,
that's why it was.
photography enthusiasts?
Mhm.
But the teens have been the ones checking out the cameras most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
think
so
now
just
that
getting them.
those
Maybe
are-
when they check out the camera, they got a little.
make sure.
Check out our photo contest.
Yeah, Then they bring it back and here's your receipt.
Yeah.
It's just a little handout to hand them. Phone back.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah, so we can do a little marketing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be.
Do you think in the February meeting, we could maybe think about some potential dates? Do you think that's close enough to look at the dates from last year and see if they kind of start lining up? Because what you started holding March, right? If I remember right, did we start holding sessions in like March and April?
Yeah.
workshops were.
Yeah.
I think they were in March,
Yeah,
right?
and I think we would pretty much mirror what we did last year and just try to catch the dates that.
Just
were right.
thinking about how we can help support.
Mhm.
What did, sorry, I'm looking at your sticker on your water bottle. Does Workshop 13
Workshop
do any
13.
photography?
Ooh, I haven't seen
It
it.
might be interesting to get.
Painting.
They're usually painting, sculpting, hands, they're very tactile, yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
I'm just wondering, that would be an interesting connection.
I don't know what workshop 13 is. So.
No?
Oh,
It's a really cool place.
Wow.
It is a really cool place.
Well then.
Yeah.
We need one in Belchertown.
It's the model that we've looked at a lot in Belchertown to create kind of a, they have a performance space, they do a lot of like high-end, is that the right word? But fine art, there you go, fine art classes of painting, they do kid level classes of painting, sculpting, everything.
It's basically use a recording studio.
Yeah.
They have instruments you can use. They
Yeah.
Come in and
They're
play music
really
in there.
cool.
Where
It's in
is
a
this
former
brand?
church.
Yeah.
Right in downtown area, yeah.
Yeah.
Cottage Street, I think it's right on Cottage Street,
I
right?
think it's
Yeah.
Church Street.
Yeah,
Church
Church Street. I only know
It
because
is
where,
a
well, my work is redoing like areas of the, so I'm like, where is
Because
it?
it was
Yeah,
Church Street, yeah.
yeah,
It's a church on Church Street.
yeah,
It's a private nonprofit.
yeah.
Can you just drop in or is it?
No,
You
you
register.
gotta sign
Just
up.
look at their
Drop-ins,
website.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
you gotta
sign up
sign
for
up.
things. Yeah,
Every,
it's not the
absolutely
browse.
everything's posted on there.
I've
They
never
have
been
one of
able
the
to make
best
one. I keep
Facebook
looking at their
pages
fine
I've
art
ever
paintings
seen
and I'm
as
like,
far as
can't make
marketing.
them. Yeah,
And really responsive.
And
Yeah,
very
As soon as I had a
responsive.
question, they were very.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
there, we would love a spot like them in town.
just about the viewfinder, the thought jumped up. The biggest change this year is that it's going to be open to people who are, who do not live in town.
Okay.
But we're asking people to tag the location of where the photos were taken. And the location has to be in town.
Got it.
Of any of the things that they're submitting. So, I'm thinking the.
Location.
Yeah, chambers of commerce, that can go through
Yeah.
there and ask ArtPoint to boost it, and, but that's all. Adults are on it in the second.
All right.
It's just a matter
It's the younger, trying to get the kids involved, okay, the teens.
Hopefully they're not at our point.
I mean, there's lots of kids in the summer at our point, but, okay. Okay, nice, so we'll keep that, that'll be on our ongoing then project list right now, since it's fresh, it's happening.
of fresh.
Exciting. That's super exciting. I wish, I'll look, I don't think there's any grants right now that are quick turnaround grants. Yeah, I'll look, but,
Speaking of grants.
yeah, speaking of grants, quick grant projects update. I've been meeting with Dawn regarding the MOP grant for the wayfinding and kiosk at Lake Wallace and the MDI grant for the downtown business marketing plan. We just got the finalized contract for MOP this past week, I believe Dawn sent it. So the next step for the MOP grant is starting an email with Linda from DPW, Steve, I'll include you, Luis, on there, to really just find out where we are with the wayfinding project overall, because it was all set up to buy the signs at the same time as possible to reduce the cost of them, finalize what's going on those signs, and when we get mock-ups, we'll show examples of like the mock-ups, so it's exciting to see what they'll look like. And then I'll talk with Linda, because the kiosk part, we should be able to just order it as soon as possible. And that will be an actual traditional kind of informational mini little cool kiosk that you order from Vermont, some Vermont builder company, they mail it and then somebody puts it together and you have a kiosk, which is really cool. So we just need to identify, is it going to go up with the map, informational map that got put in, or are we going to be putting it in a different location at a different trailhead spot? But that's really exciting. So that will be flying through in the spring. And that doesn't really have much planning because that has already been done. It's just purchasing and installing the materials. The MDI grant for the downtown business marketing plan, Dawn, myself, Jen, Steve, Doug, I think that's mainly the list. John's on the email, John Ritter's on the email. Molly, I think you mentioned you might be interested.
Yeah,
I'll get you into those next emails. It's just starting, right now would be the time where we'll start. We just sent a business list, so the downtown area was identified. It's all of this area down towards the Sadler shops, and then the broader area is going, I believe it's going all the way down to Antonio's, about there, and then and to Town Mart area and a little bit off to that side where the barking bubbles and everything is, or not barking bubbles, the other dogs in LC. So it's a really great stretch of, it's essentially using the wayfinding map of the businesses in our downtown areas. And we just finalized the business list that was sent to Peg, who is our consultant working on this. The next step will be working with Peg and creating an interview list. So right now, Peg's going through the businesses, identifying what those we're helping, or should we, Dawn? Dawn's really helping determine what are those businesses, where do they fall in the categories, and then interviews will be the next step. And once interviews start, that's really when I believe we'll be working more with the consultants to really say, okay, what do we need out of this? So right now, it's exciting because it's looking like the plans are going to be kind of twofold. It'll be plans that we can read through, very wordy plans that we can read through and say, okay, where's our trends, where's our data? How can we use this to support all levels of entrepreneurs, business people in town? And then there's going to be a nice, pretty public-facing one that's less wordy, more picture-focused, more quick read focused.
You can use it.
Yeah, and we'll be able to use that as marketing to really put this into attracting those larger areas. So that's cruising along. I cannot say enough about how much Dawn the grant writer, is moving these projects forward.
Yeah.
And it's been really great she just keeps pushing them forward.
Yeah.
Talking about Dawn did ask for me to bring up under grants, about just approving that Creative Economy writes a support letter for the upcoming Mass Trails application for Lake Wallace Phase 4.
Yeah.
I think if we can take a quick just vote that it's okay that I write a letter of support on behalf of the committee. This phase, were you on these calls? Okay, do you want to just go over which section, because I couldn't make that call, which section we would be identifying as the Phase 4?
So it's a connection
Louise
to
was on,
Jackson.
you were on the calls too.
I wasn't on the call.
But I know
Yeah,
it's
It's a
I-
connection to Jackson Street and then,
And over to Christopher Heights.
and over to Christopher Heights.
But-
And I think
but-
Walker's gonna work on it because Andrew wanted money to
Right,
develop
yeah,
the plans.
Right, and the connection to Christopher Heights would pretty much be on Berkshire Ave, so that it would be a benefit to town. you know,
Yeah.
Directly connected to
So
town.
it's more trails going through Phoenix property?
I don't think it
No,
touches.
No,
no,
it doesn't
they
want to be
wanna hug
Over to
the
Christopher
easement,
Heights?
the sewer
Yeah.
easement.
Yeah.
They wanna hug the sewer easement to just go along. And it might meander a little bit in order to not.
Yeah,
not
they,
be
yeah,
messy.
they won't touch the video.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's it for that, for the Trails grant.
Yeah, so it would
They're
essentially,
putting in 2 Trails grants, that one
and
and the rail trail.
Yeah.
So that one is from Springfield Road to 181.
yeah, which we have not been asked to do anything for that.
Right, you
Yeah.
won't need to do anything.
Yeah, so if we can, so tonight it'll just be confirming, just a motion.
Make a motion
That is
that
okay that I write.
write a letter on
Thank
behalf of
you.
the committee
Exactly.
supporting phase 4 of the new Lake Wallace Trail.
Beautiful,
Second.
wonderful. All in favor? Can I vote on that since I'm writing it? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Do I have to abstain because they asked me to write one too?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Any abstain? Yeah. Any opposed? Any abstain? Okay.
I know that you're on board.
So, sorry. I believe we were all in favor.
Opposite.
I know Cindy's
So,
trying to go
it's not a
forward
competing
with the
vote.
motion.
Lauren, second.
Lauren, thank you.
Lauren seconded. Yeah,
That is
So,
complicated. but
it
they
is
asked
complicated.
everybody
They asked
to-
everybody, and I know since you're on 2 different, so Luis will be writing from the Friends of Lake Wallace. I'll write from the Creative Economy.
Can I get the name, so, make a motion for
Yes.
Sarah to write a letter on behalf of the committee for the, what was the name?
Mass-
Wallace.
For the Lake Wallace.
Lake Wallace Phase
For
Yeah,
Is,
trail grant application.
Is it not that correction that?
No, this
No,
one's
no,
different,
no,
yeah.
no, it's
No,
different,
this one's
okay.
different, yeah. Yeah, we would only really be asked to do the Lake Wallace area right over
Okay.
there. Yes, I know that was a, whoa. So I'll write that. I'm working, Dawn told me the deadline, so I'll get that to Dawn. And yeah,
It's coming up soon.
soon, yeah, it's pretty soon.
Just to really quickly under grant, so Dawn, who is amazing, love Dawn. She's gonna start, I think they're gonna try to start to do a monthly project update because there's been like tons of floating projects out in the nether that like no one's keeping track of, and everybody's like, oh, wait, we had this idea to do this thing like a year ago and forgot about it, and now the grant is due.
Yeah.
Love Dawn. Also, just remember One Stop. Letters of interest are going to open up at the end of January, so she's going to also organize a meeting. Who's interested in doing any one-stop activity for this upcoming June?
Do we know? They usually have a theme, right?
Theme?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a theme. There's like 9 different grant programs.
Well, they were focusing on very rural communities last year.
Yeah.
Last year, there was a strong focus on very rural communities and people who had never applied before. I haven't heard
I don't
anything
know.
from
I
the
haven't
rural
heard
department
anything.
yet.
I don't know what's going on. All I know is, like obviously we're gonna want to keep going with Tagil.
Yeah.
Other things, the pocket park improvements could be a project from this committee if you guys have the energy to do anything for. I don't know. Anyways.
So I can I'll put that on the next kind of agenda. Next projects and continued goals, I'll kind of add one-stop discussions, if there is anything, and I meet with Dawn every other week right now, so we can even identify if there's any other grants or anything for projects that we've looked at that the committee might be interested in. With that, next meeting agenda requests. Are there any requests? So I'm always going to have next project and continued goals. Viewfinder will be highlighted on that. Are there any other requests right now to start highlighting? We're in January, where the year's gonna fly by. So from the committee, any other requests we want to start highlighting now? I know Pocket Park is definitely going to be a highlight for if there's any grants or anything looking at that.
Are you doing any graffiti jam again?
I mean, that wasn't us.
I know it wasn't you.
That
I don't know
wasn't
who it
us,
was. But
It was
Somebody.
BCC,
Yeah,
it was a mixture,
it's
yeah,
a hybrid.
yeah, it's a hybrid. Yeah,
Finding funding for the sculpture from Donnie.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
another
For
one.
from the radio tower.
Oh, he's doing another one?
Wow.
So he has a design and a proposal and the material, but we need to find the money.
No funding source.
Yeah.
How much money does he need?
10 grand.
Oh, wow.
that was, he wanted to do a really big one.
It's a big one.
It is a lot of material.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
Well, he has the material.
Yeah.
That's the frustrating
Yeah, it's
part.
true.
The design and the labor. Yeah.
Labor.
The design and the labor.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Did
And
he
he's like
get,
crowdfunding for that Ludlow.
yeah,
project.
did he get any, I don't know, is it public? Can you tell us if he got any BCC?
He didn't apply
He didn't apply this year? Okay.
Interesting.
And I feel
Um,
like there's some feeling that we should make sure there's some diversity of artists there, not just like Kieran and Johnny.
Yeah.
I do think that if we keep doing sculptures in that area, and I know it's a mix, we definitely need to figure out a collaboration at some point to do a true call, like I feel like a real
Yeah,
true
artists.
call for artists in
Yeah.
that area. Because right now we're really we're displaying 2 different artists, which is
We'll
really
see.
exciting.
That you could apply for funding through MCC for, and then do a
Yeah.
call for art piece,
Yeah.
for sculpture, for public art. If you wanted to
I know.
add more things to your plate,
I still have,
Um,
I still have dreams.
What?
I still have dreams for
What?
that space.
Yeah.
So
We
Amber,
all know
did you
this
see how they
space.
put in, it's like they use slabs of granite
Yeah.
to make like a mini
Are you
amphitheater.
talking about in
The
North Amherst, in Kendrick Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And they
And
got
we got all
they
that
got a
stuff.
park grant. They
Yeah.
got a park grant for that. Yes, I'm with you, Jill. I'm right there with you. Yeah.
Really adorable.
It is very cute.
I went and I'm like, this is what we need.
Yeah, I took pictures of it the first time.
Me too. We didn't send them to each other.
know, we did it.
So I'll add that, I'll put that for discussion then, grants to identify, sculpture work, call for artists, and really seeing if it's like really bringing up that pocket park amphitheater style area.
It always annoys me that the one that's built, most people don't even see it in Quabbin. You first pull in the main gate, it's off to the right.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
There's an amphitheater in Quabbin? Really? There's an
See?
amphitheater in Quabbin?
See?
Is it on Belchertown? Really? Oh.
That's
Is
a
there
good
little-
question.
Is there a sign that
You have to
points
look
to it?
at
You have to
them
go
online.
down the,
Yeah.
It's close.
you have to go down the road.
I know where she's talking
No,
about, but
it just at
not-
one time,
never
it was
noticed it.
really, it was
Wow.
used. It's not anymore, but you
Yeah.
could see where it was
I
all
didn't think you could do
set
that.
up.
Yeah, you're not.
Do we need the summit
Okay.
on the agenda?
I'm gonna keep the
Keep the
summit on the
summit,
agenda
yes,
just because
please,
it's going to be the 29th, and then I'm gonna keep it on there because it'll be a continued discussion after that. To really be like how much, because it's, again, the CEC, most of us are, so I think it's kind of, this is probably gonna be one of the committees with almost everyone involved in it. So,
We get
Yeah.
one designated note taker that all the committees can use.
yeah,
I mean,
I know, that one's a tough one. Again, do you want, should I ask Terry what we should do if we're going to have quorum at the summit for art? We might be
Oh,
the
yeah, you
only
guys
one that
might.
has
You guys
quorum.
are definitely
BCC
gonna have
might, but I
Uh-huh.
know we will, because we are the one everyone is in the different groups, so, yeah. So I can email Terry then, should I? Just in
Yeah.
case, okay.
And it seemed like almost archaic with everything
I know,
being
it's- I
recorded
know,
and videoed.
it
that we
is,
need
but-
We need no logo taker anymore.
Yeah,
yes.
YouTube.
I don't want the email afterwards, so I'm gonna ask.
We should test like taking the transcript and putting it through AI and be like,
Oh
great
my
notes,
gosh.
using this.
They
Um,
have that.
They do,
audio,
they do.
yeah.
A lot of, you have to be careful if you're on state though, federal level does not allow them on there. And,
No.
a lot of state ones don't allow them on there. Yeah,
Well, I find it easy, if the program takes it and does that, it's still, the transcript's
Yeah.
not very good, and so it's just.
Still need, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
you
they
still
take
have
the
to use it,
transcript and then make notes.
And you edit, you
Right,
take the
yeah.
transcript then.
Put it through,
Right.
put it through another thing. Do it for you.
so focus is,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I have to be somewhere else,
oh,
so.
okay,
if-
we're
are we
gonna,
wrapping
I
up?
think we're done, yes, that was a very polite way to say, stop talking, everyone, let's go. I was just gonna say, it sounds like we have our agenda for next meeting. Our next meeting date right now is 2/9 at 5:45. We're staying in this room unless, I believe that's the right date, double check me. Yes, 2/9, it's not a holiday or anything. So we are in this room unless somebody requests otherwise. So I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Before you do, just quickly, I asked workshop 13 about the photography. They don't, they do gallery showing sometimes, but they don't do classes or anything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you agree on speed?
Okay, motion to adjourn.
They are very responsive.
Louise seconded it. All right, the meeting is adjourned at 7:03 PM. Thank you, Lisa. Remember to say bye to Lisa.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye, Lisa.
Send me an email.
Thank you, everyone.